Being joined by Syed Mohammad Marandi on Skype from Iran. He is a professor in Tehran University and a political analyst. Thank you so much for being with us here on WION World is One. I want to begin by asking, it is being widely speculated that Soleimani in death will prove to be more dangerous for the US than alive. Would you agree?
Yes, definitely, because his murder by the Americans in this act of war has united the Iranian nation. They are outraged by American lawlessness. And at the same time, it has united the Iraqi people because the Americans have carried out this murder not only inside Iraq and at the Baghdad International Airport, but they also murdered a high-ranking Iraqi military official. So this lawless behavior and this arrogance that the Americans have shown has brought millions of people to the streets in Iran and millions of people to the streets in Iraq. And I think this momentum is going to force the Americans to leave Iraq.
Soleimani's killing has proved to be a unifier across Iran, and all internal factions seem to be coming together. How do you see that development?
Yes, I think the assassination of General Soleimani, the Iranian commander, and also the Iraqi commander, Abu Mahdi al-Muhandis. This has not only united Iraqis and united Iranians, but it has also united Iranians and Iraqis together against the United States. The United States is carrying out attacks repeatedly against Iraqi senior officials, Iraqi soldiers, Iraqi civilians with impudence and in disregard of international law, and they ignore the Iraqi government when they tell them not to do so. And when the Americans say we have intelligence and the Iraqi prime minister demands that intelligence, the Americans refuse to give it to him. Why? Because the Americans are lying. There is no intelligence.
All right, Mr. Marandi, Iran has been facing a lot of economic challenges, but Soleimani's murder seems to have pushed everything onto the back burner.
Yes, it has brought. His murder by the Americans has brought people from all walks of life together in Iran, and we have to keep in mind that the United States is much more vulnerable. If there is any military conflict, the United Arab Emirates will be destroyed very swiftly. Saudi Arabia will be destroyed very swiftly. All of their assets, their oil installations, their infrastructure are right alongside Iran's borders. So the Americans know that they are highly vulnerable, and the American positions in Iraq are also highly vulnerable to the Iraqi people who are outraged by American lawlessness. So while the economic situation is difficult for Iran, the people are united thanks to American criminal behavior, and American allies are completely vulnerable in these circumstances.
All right, Mr. Marandi, let's now talk about U.S. President Donald Trump's warning about attacking sites of cultural importance, which has been strongly condemned, and not just in Iran, but in the U.S. itself. Do you think Trump, at this point in time, is headed in a direction that no democratic head has gone? And what could be the implications?
Well, whether the United States is really a democracy, that's open to question. But I personally don't consider it to be a democracy. But this is a sign of U.S. racism, the fact that they can impose sanctions on women and children, and the fact that they are willing to destroy cultural sites, the fact that they are willing to obliterate countries. Trump has threatened to destroy and obliterate Iran a few months ago, and no Western leader says anything or attacks Trump, shows that this is the problem of the whole Eurocentric world that we've been living in. And non-Western countries have to unite to isolate Trump and to isolate Western countries from continuing this supremacist type of world order that they've imposed upon us for hundreds of years.